I want to talk about why I do what I do and how I can support you in home education. Well, I educated our three young sons who are now all young adults. In fact, my younger one turned 21 this month, but I still consider him as my baby. I guess he'll always be my baby. I don't know if he likes me calling him my baby, but so I have three, 21 to 24. The oldest son got married this year in January, and so we've had a lot of transitions. But I loved home education. I loved having them at home. I just loved being with them. We grew up in Zimbabwe, and so it was a very different lifestyle because they were farm boys. We were on a farm. They were always out there, running around, making forts, going fishing, having all these adventures. I mean, that's a long. There's a lot I can say about our lives, and that was a long time ago because they were little. But I loved it. I loved the high school years. I loved home educating them, and I just enjoyed it, and I would do it again tomorrow. It's just a wonderful opportunity, and it's, feel blessed right now that you can have them at home and you can teach them and train them in righteousness and disciple them and just let them pick up your values and be influencers, be parents who influence them. And so I just wanted to say that I wanted to encourage you. I loved, keep doing it. You can homeschool the high school years. You absolutely can. And it's really more about helping them to become problem solvers, helping them with critical thinking. You don't have to do it all. Let them figure out what they want to do for the semester. Give them more options, give them more choices. And so one of the things that I do is I am very big on the coach-parent mindset, because going back a few steps, I didn't do the coach-parent mindset when I was home educating my kids. The coach-parent mindset is being more of a coach, showing up more of a coach, more of helping them with problem solving, rather asking the question instead of telling them what they have to do, because our default is the boss manager. That's our default, because we default into telling them what to do most of the time and organizing things for them because we're good parents, because we want them to be successful. But there's a different way of doing it. If we can make the shift from going from boss manager to coach parent, it's a phenomenal shift in seeing changes in your family dynamics. It really does make a big difference, because when you are more taking a step back, you're showing up more calm because you're asking more of a question than getting frustrated and telling what they have to do. It really, there's a lot to this conversation. So I think when I look back, I would have been more of the coach parent as opposed to the boss manager parent. And so after when I completed my homeschool days, that was how long ago was that? 3 years ago, somewhere there, I forget. But I started to think, okay, what am I going to do now? What's my next step? And so I went into coaching. I did coach training with the ICF. I got my credentials. And I look back and I just think, wow, these are amazing skills that if parents can learn to be a coach, how it just changes those family dynamics, and it's just phenomenal how it invites more connection, invites more relationship, invites more collaboration and cooperation, because you're now giving your kids space to think about the solutions, to find out what their plan is. And so you kind of take a break from that default of having to always have these super parent superpowers, telling them what they need to do and making sure that they're getting it done. And so it is a big conversation. And so what I would do differently is I certainly would be showing up as more of a coach than a boss manager. And so having said that, I have a lot of different ways that I support parents, and having been in home education. And I just want to give you a couple of ways of how I can support you. And the first thing I would recommend is join my private Facebook group, the Coach Parent Mindset. You'll learn more about what that looks like. What questions do you ask? What are these conversations? Because I'm big on having those pre-planned, connected conversations. So you're showing up more calm, you're showing up more peaceful and not frustrated. You're not acting in the moment as you're frustrated. And so ways of what that looks like, what are these questions? What do the conversations look like? Helping them to get their chores done, without conflict, helping them to, be more motivated, responsible. It's really how we're showing up will influence them in being more self-driven and self-motivated, and how we're being as parents. And I always say, if we want to see the behavior we want to see in our kids, we want to be modeling that behavior, and being a coach parent helps you to model that behavior. And so there is that first option. I would say that is a free option. Go to my private group. You'll learn more about workshops I show up every week with tips on how to show up as a coach parent. And that you'll benefit from that. And then the other way you can get involved is join a Coach Parent Mindset membership group. That is 2 group coaching sessions a month. There is ample resources. There's lots of check-ins. There's past videos that you can watch. There's a lot of resources there, and it's a wonderful small group of ladies where we hold each other accountable, we encourage each other, we set our actions, what are we committing to do. It's just a wonderful way of getting that support of how to be a coach parent. That's another option. I also give discounts if I'm coaching your student. I also give discounts to any of my coaching membership programs. What else is there? And then you can also sign up your student. Obviously, I do individual coaching with students, but I also do group coaching. I have wonderful 15-week curriculum, which is called the GO program. I have another 10-week group coaching that is called the Teen Mentorship 101. Take a look at those options and see what works for you. And bearing in mind that if I'm coaching your student, I give parents a great amount of value. I email parents resources, how you can support your student. I'm not even coaching you, you're not even signed up for coaching, but if your student is, I will give support, send you free videos, send you free resources of how you can support your student. So there's a lot of ways that I can support you, because we also want to, help our kids become more confident, creative, and capable, seeing themselves as capable. So when they become the problem solvers, instead of mom always having to make a plan, it helps them with just taking more ownership of their lives. And so if you feel that you'd like to have a conversation with me about my services and what I offer, you're also welcome to, book a free call with me. We can talk more about what your needs are and how I can support you. I always give wonderful discounts to families. I give wonderful discounts for the GO program, the group coaching. You can earn up to about 50% off. Just ask me how, because there are limited seats with regards to that, because I really want to reach as many families as I can. And so I hope this has been helpful, and you can do this particularly if you're a parent of high schoolers or teenagers. It is really worth it. It absolutely is. You will see the blessings will all pay off. And I wish you all the best with your home education. Obviously, you're still in your summer right now, and so enjoy the rest of your summer. But when you start thinking about the next step and thinking about your fall semester, please give me a shout. You can book a free call with me, and we can continue this conversation. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend.